This is Malia. I have a
Hi,
question.
Malia.
So page 256 and 260, are those in the last packet we did or the new one?
That goes in last week. It was anything that was assigned last week goes into the packet that we already started. What goes into the packet for this week, so far we have the work for the quiz that you submitted yesterday.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, so we don't have much. Just one entry. We'll have more after today. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to switch over now to a little bit of practice, and this is going to be an experiment. So, you know, just hang with me. We may have a little issue with the screen fluttering. And if we do, just chime in with your mic and let me know what's happening on your end, okay? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to change my screen. So we're going off of the agenda now, and I'm putting up a screen on it, which will be, you know, what you're used to seeing in the classroom. It'll be just one of our flip charts that we always have and we take notes from. So what I'd like you to do is make sure you've got your journal notes out right now. Okay, and I'm going to open my screen here. I'm going to quit sharing. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing this, and then I'm going to share a new screen with you. Okay. And let's see, I'm looking over on the chat. I think everyone's on target here. So I'm going to be sharing a new screen with you. So I need you to tell me whether you can see it, and you can just chime in with a yes on your mic, or you can just type a yes over on the chat. Okay, so here goes. Here comes the screen, and you should be seeing the screen right now. And I'm sorry it's fluttering, but I'm not quite sure how to stop it, but Mr. Kirby or Mr. Forte is going to kind of help us with it. Okay, so is everyone able to see it first of all?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, is it fluttering?
Yes, it's fluttering.
Yes.
That was blank.
Okay. Okay, well, we're just going to have to make the best of this. It's going to be annoying today as we're taking a few little notes, but we're just going to have to make the best of it. Okay, so hang in there, and I'm going to go through a couple quick little examples here. I'd like you to kind of take notes in your journal. I'm going to be writing up on this screen, and you should be able to see what I'm writing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to and you might have your calculator ready so you can do some of these, but I'm going to do number 29. I'm circling 29 right now, and it says, what number is 15% of 30%? Okay, so I want to give you a moment just to kind of get that into your journal. All right, and write that down into your journal, and then I'd like to call on somebody to see if we can maybe have someone, let's see. Does anyone out there have a stylus pen? Anyone?
I might have one that might work with this.
Yeah, I have one that might work, but I don't know.
Okay, well, it has to be one that is, you know, is hooked into your computer. Right? I mean, it's not just any old stylus, right?
Like
it's something that is actually attached to your computer. So is anyone working that might be able to, or have a touch screen? That's another option.
I have a touch screen.
Okay.
Touch screen.
Okay, who is that just said they have a touch screen?
Jensen.
Luke?
I have one too.
And I have one.
Okay, it looks like we'll be able to handle this through a touch screen then, okay? So what I'd like to do is call on somebody. I'm going to take off our sketch screen. Well, first of all, let's see if maybe you can write on the screen. I don't know that you can, but could one of you attempt to write on the screen that I have up right now? I don't think you can.
Yeah, we can't.
It's your screen, not ours. We can,
Okay.
we can write
So
on
one
the
at a time, will one of you, one at a time, someone tell me yes or no?
No.
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 No. Okay, so this is what I'd like to do. I have something
No.
that I think that we will be able to use. So what I'd like someone to do is I'm going to switch off this screen, and this is going to be, you know, a little bit cumbersome for as we're trying it, but I'm going to switch off the screen. I'm going to stop sharing, okay? And I'm going to put up something else. And I think if you have a touch screen, one of you should be able to put it on. But I'm going to call on just one person to do this because I can't have everybody writing on it. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay. So could I please, let's see, Aliana, do you have a touch screen? No. Okay. Let's see. Pia, do you have a touch screen?
No.
Okay. Luke, do you have a touch screen?
Yes.
Okay, so Luke, I'm going to call on you to try this example that we just worked on. And I'm going to put up a share screen. It's going to be like a little whiteboard, and you should be able to take your finger and draw on it. So here goes. Hold on just a moment. I'm opening up the whiteboard. Okay, everyone should be able to see the whiteboard, but I'm only going to have Luke draw on it. So
It says on my screen, it says error. An error occurred while processing a request. No, I can't write on the whiteboard.
okay, is there anyone else who is seeing the whiteboard?
I do. I can see it. I
Okay,
can.
Ellie, could I call on you to write that problem up on our whiteboard?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so try to, I'm going to let you go ahead and do it. No one else should be writing on the board, otherwise it'll get muddled. So let's just see what Ellie does.
Do you want me to write what is first, or can I just go to the equation?
I'd like you to actually solve it like we would do it. Set up your proportion and solve it by finding x.
Okay. Let me just a second. Okay, so
Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to talk it through as Ellie's putting it up. So everyone should be seeing x over 30 is equal to 15 over 100, and then she's going to put her work in. 100x is going to be equal to 30 times 15, okay, which is going to be 4,500, right? Or 450? Let's see. Yeah,
Mrs.
450.
Bennett, this,
Yes.
Mrs. Bennett, this is Jane,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't see any whiteboard. I'm just seeing the normal screen.
Okay, okay. All right, so could those of you who are not seeing Ellie's work, could you please chime in with a chat over on to the right? And let me know those who cannot see. Just say, I can't see. Okay, so I'm seeing Luke can't see, Vivian can't, Jane cannot, okay. These are good questions for Mr. Kirby, so we'll see. Pia can't. Okay. All right. And let's see, for our answer there, Aliana can't. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so some of us are able to see the whiteboard and some of us can't. So we'll just have to see what we can do with that. Okay, so what was your final answer there, Ellie?
It's 4.5.
4.5. Okay, everyone get 4.5?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to switch back to my other screen. I'm going to go off this whiteboard. So you're going to see the whiteboard. Those of you that can see the whiteboard, it's going to disappear. All right, for just a minute. Let's see, I've got to go back. I'm going to quit. Let's see, so I'm going to share back. So now we are back to the our flip chart, and hopefully it won't keep fluttering on us, but it seems like it's slowed down a little bit. So we're going to go to the next page. All right. And I'm going to this time just put, this is lesson 7, 8. I think we're okay on these. This is what our quiz was on. So I'm going to actually flip forward one more panel, okay? And one more panel after that. And what this is our estimating lesson. And this is, you're going to get a quiz on this today. So I'd like to practice this up a little bit, okay? So what I would like to do is, I'm going to do a couple of the examples here, okay? And we'll do one using a fraction, and then we'll do one using the 10% rule, all right? Remember, this was the lesson where we went back to growth mindset corner, and we all did these mentally, but you're going to be writing out the work for it just to show me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle the ones I will do right here. I'm going to circle 30 and 34. We may have done these in our homework already, but we're going to go ahead and practice them again. These are estimates, so you should see you're just going to be getting an estimate. I'm going to start with number 34. All right. Now, if you are unable to see what I'm writing, I would like you to open your mic and tell me that you cannot see. All right. Can anybody not see what I'm writing on the screen right now? Okay. So I am assuming that everyone can see what I'm writing. Is that right? I think so. Okay, good. So here we go. I've got 52%. Okay, of, remember, of means times, 234. Okay, so 52%, remember, is very close to 50%, and 50% is 1/2. So this is the fraction method. And I'm going to take 1/2 and I'm going to drop it down to a multiple of 10, 230, all right? And then I'm going to take half of 230. Well, I know that half of 200 is 100, and I know that half of 30 is 15. So my answer is 115. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and do the 10% strategy. All right? So the 10% strategy for number 30. So number 30 will be the 10% strategy. Okay? Here we are, strategy. Whoops, I'm spelling it wrong, strategy. Oh well, scrap that, you know what I mean. Okay, so here we go. We've got 18% of 150. Okay, so 18% is very close to 20%. Okay, 20% of 150. Okay, so I know what 10% of 150. 10% of 150 is equal to, okay, I'm just kind of walking it through. 10% of 150 is equal to 15, right? Remember how we just move a decimal over one place? But I've got two of them, right? Because I've got 20%. So I'm just going to take my 15, multiply it by 2. I'm going to get 30. So my answer, 18% of 150, well, it's about 30. Okay? All right. So before I go to the next panel, we're getting close. So I'm going to have to let you go. But let's stop right here. Do we have any questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
This is Luke, by the way. Are we gonna have these calls on the weekends?
No.
Okay.
No. And we're not even going to have one tomorrow, because tomorrow's a different day, but you're still able to reach out to me and to reach out to your teammates. I might not be, answering you right away, but we will not be meeting again until Monday. Okay? So what I'd like to do is slide forward on this, okay? And I am going to show you the homework. Okay? So here we go with our homework. Now, I'm showing homework for tonight. Okay? This is the homework that will be due tomorrow. So this is Thursday's homework, Thursday. All right. And then so complete the online quiz. They're not up yet, so don't even go looking for them. They're not up. They will be up later today. One of them will be on quiz number 6.2, and the other will be quiz number 6.4. Okay? That will be due tomorrow. You're going to submit it just like you did with that other quiz. And then for Monday, okay, this is homework for tomorrow, you're going to do a practice test from both the red book and the blue book. So the red book is page 333, 30 through 36. That's due Monday. It's 10 points. The blue book is page 262, 18 through 28 even, and that's going to be due Monday also. Okay, and you're going to show all your work on loose leaf and enter it into your homework scoring sheet and turn in on either Tuesday or Wednesday. So this will go into your new packet. Okay? All right, any questions? Because we're going over and I need to get to my next class.
Hispanic?
So any questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will we be allowed to use the calculator on the quiz?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you will. Yep, this is calculator work. I just need you to show your work. Okay, anybody else with a question?
This is
I have a question.
I have a question.
Okay, question?
This is
I have
Sabina.
a question.
Hi, Sabina.
Okay, so for the red book page 333 and the blue book page 267, when you say turn it in on Tuesday or Wednesday, that's turning it into school on Tuesday or Wednesday?
If your parents are able to make it in for the turn-in day, yes.
Okay.
That's when you'll be turning it in.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? All right,
I have a
so what I'll
question,
do,
Lieutenant.
I'm going to
I have a
save
question.
this. Okay, yes.
So this is Emmanuel.
I can't hear you, Emmanuel. I think your mic must have gone off.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so for the quizzes, you know how we have to show our work on loose leaf?
Yes.
Will those loose leaves all paper also go in our homework packet for
Yes,
this
they
week?
will. Remember, we talked about that at the beginning of our meeting,
Okay.
Emmanuel. Yeah,
Okay.
everything, all your work is going to go in as a line entry on your homework packet.
Okay.
All right. So you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 entries after to turn in on Monday.
Are the quizzes 10
Turn in next
points?
week, rather.
Are the quizzes worth 10 points?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I'm going to sign off. You can send me questions if you need to. I am going to post these assignments. So if you didn't write them down, you will see them, but I will post these assignments so you will have them and know when they're due. We won't talk in live time again until Monday, but you are free to either send me, just send me a little note through Teams, okay?
We have to turn in 2 homework packets,
Okay.
right?
Pardon me?
Do we have to turn in the 2 homework packets if they're
Yes,
able to turn it
on
in?
the turn-in days next week, if your parents are able to make it in, they will be bringing 2 homework packets to school.
Are we allowed to go to school with them?
I don't think so. No. I think Mr. Fitz has been in contact with your parents and he's let them know the rules. I don't think any students are allowed to come. So it'll just be parents.
Are they allowed to pick up the plates that we left?
Yeah, you know what, sweetie, I can't spend any more time answering those questions. Your mom and dad have been contacted with that. So I'd like everybody to hang up now because I've got to get to my next meeting. Okay, bye-bye. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Okay, I'm still seeing a couple hanging up. Okay, one more. Go ahead and hang up. Sean, can you hang up?